これが僕の目標でした。可動域、奥行きをイメージ、スピード、仲間を思いやる心、感謝。
Hi, everybody. It's Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show. Here in Washington, D.C., glad you're with us. And Chris, of course, you have to think about that 2019 World Series run. Really impressive by the Nats. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Miami Marlins and the Washington Nationals. First pitch coming your way next. Just a little bit away from first pitch. And on the hill, the lefty, Patrick Corbin.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
And here it comes. Jazz Chisholm leading off here as he looks at that one outside the zone.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
The wind of the pitch.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Next pitch is popped up. Racing makes the catch. One away.
Batting second, the left fielder, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. In there for strike one. And he takes a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Racing makes the catch. And there's two down.
The designated hitter, Garrett Cooper.
And now it's Garrett Cooper up to hit. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Avisail Garcia up to the plate. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Marlins leave one. Now it'll be Washington's turn. It's a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Bottom of the first. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings, Sandy Alcantara.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count, and to opposite guys be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
Rojas handles on the run, throw to first, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
The right fielder, Juan Soto.
Here's Juan Soto.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
Next one misses. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
Hernandez gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Ground ball up the middle. Steps on the bag for one. And it's a double play.
Batting third, the designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
Now, Nelson Cruz. Big time power. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Definitely not going to make his highlight tape.
Righty to the plate.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Inning over. We played an inning. No score. Back here in Nationals Park. Second inning set to go. Here's the center fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
Jesus Sanchez.
The pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits. And that's in for a strike.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
And a swing and a miss. And 1 out now.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
And now it's Jesus Aguilar. And that's in there for strike 1. That's inside. Next offering is in for a strike. The pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Second inning here, no score. That one down the line. Oh, nice play to first. On the money, nice play.
Third basemen have to be so quick with their first step reactions. Hot shots like that. That's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming his way, staying on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
Now here is Ryan Anderson. At a swing and a line drive at a right field, and there's a hit. And that keeps the inning going.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Jacob Stallings now. That one's in there, 0-1.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Here's 0-1. And downstairs. Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Kicks and deals. That one way outside. Full count now. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. In there, and it's 0-1. There's a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Kicks and fires. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Here comes the runner. Here comes the throw. Not in time. He scores. And it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Jazz Chisholm now. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Here comes the throw, and they tag him out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Up now for Washington, Josh Bell.
For the Nationals, the first baseman, Josh Bell.
Alcantara back to work. There's a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some guys.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. That one missing inside. The wide to kick the pitch. Fouled off. He was late.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
And a swing and a miss. And one away.
Well, he just had no answer for that hard inside fastball right there. Just blew it by him. And not every pitcher likes working inside, especially with 2 strikes. They don't want to hit a batter and waste an opportunity to put him away. But if you can locate that fastball just like he did, most hitters aren't looking for it, and it becomes very difficult to get a piece of.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz. And fouled off. The 0-1. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Inside, and it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Well, he's just glad that he got hit with an off-speed pitch there instead of a fastball. Man, that would have hurt a lot more if it had velocity.
Lane Thomas swings through one there. Here comes the pitch. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Ruiz leads off first with 1 away. Got him. Out number 2.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
Stepping in, Alcides Escobar. Escobar checks his swing. Now it appeal to first. And that's a swing according to umpire Matthew Ross. And a pitch. Now 1-1. And the right-hander deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Good eye right there.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Next pitch is popped up. Chisholm should have this one. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. Nationals leave 1. They're down 1-0. Welcome back. Top half of the 3rd inning. And now, Jorge Soler.
The left fielder, Jorge Soler.
Corbin back to work. Foul ball there.
So important for him to control the heart rate right now. He's got to go through the heart of this lineup.
The pitch. And it's even up. The wind and the pitch. To third. Knocks it down. But the throw to first gets him easily. And that's the first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Garrett Cooper.
Garrett Cooper, the next up for the Marlins. In the air, right side. Soto on his way over. Takes it in for the out.
Now batting, right fielder,
Avisail Garcia, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strike.
There's a strike. Two down, nobody on. Swings through that one out in front that time. Out to short. Escobar picks it up, gathers, and throws to first. Garcia gone on the play. And that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Marlins, but they lead it 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, set for the bottom of the third. And now up for Washington, Michael Franco.
The third baseman, Michael Franco.
And a pitch. There's a strike. A little bit low. The wind of the pitch. And that one fouled off. 1-2 now.
Oh, that's just out.
And now the count filled up 3-2.
Just not taking the bait right there, but a good pitch with 2 strikes.
And that one is lifted in the air. Garcia makes the grab, and there's one away.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Victor.
And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Try to bunt his way on. And he grabs it in foul ground. And the righty deals. That one missed. And now it's filled up.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And a pitch. To the left side, but it is well foul. The pitch. And a foul ball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. The punch out there. Now 2 out. Cesar Hernandez up to the plate. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they...
This one's fair, down the line and left, and it's going to be extra bases. And the double puts the tying run in scoring position with 2 away.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Now the youngster Juan Soto. Good contact guy, good defender.
The right fielder. Wow.
Pitch misses inside. Ball one. And the 1-0. He swings and fouls one off. Hernandez on at second with two down. Pitch misses. 2-1.
Well, Juan Soto had a huge 2021 season, just 1 point shy of 1,000 for OPS. Absolutely a monster at the plate.
Well, plays made there, and that retires the side. So one left for Washington, and it remains 1-0. And welcome back. Start of the fourth, and now Jesus Sanchez.
The center fielder, number 7, Jesus Sanchez.
And here it comes. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Well, that definitely didn't come out of his hand the way that he was intending it to, and the release point was a little bit off as well.
Aguilar in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. A little slider action.
Next offering is downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And he deals. In the air, right field. Soto, couple of steps in. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
The batter, the third baseman, Marlins,
And up next for Miami, Brian Anderson. Pretty good job on the mound in this one, Singy. It feels like we've seen a lot of off-balance swings.
Yeah, just one free pass, and obviously he's not a big strikeout guy, but he gets soft contact and he gets outs.
And that's in there for strike one.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
At the belt and fires. In the dirt. And the runner holds. The pitch.
I got the count 2-2.
Fly ball to right. Soto under it. Squeezes it. And there's 2 away.
The batter, the catcher, Jacob Stallings.
And at the plate for Miami, Jacob Stallings worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
And now the lefty.
Nope, outside.
That one the other way. He steps on the bag, and that will end the inning. One left for Miami. They lead it 1-0. Back in Washington, D.C., here's a big power threat. Nelson Cruz.
For Washington, the designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
And the right-hander back to work.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. And a pitch. Stays alive. The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Righty to the plate. And a ground ball to first. Got him on the off-balance throw. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Here's Josh Bell. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That one's in there. 0-1. The pitch. Foul ball. Here's Bell with a blast deep to right. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Throw to second. Not in time. He's there easily.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
Next to hit for the Nats, Hebert Ruiz. Hit by a pitch his first time up.
The catcher.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A 2-run homer, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-1. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
One out, base is empty. Here's a speed threat, Lane Thomas.
Left fielder.
Rolled over to third. Slings it across. 2 out.
Now batting, shortstop, Alcides Escobar.
Up now for Washington, Alcides Escobar. First pitch, not close. On the ground, right side. Chisholm gloves it, whips it to first. And that is that. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Back here in Nationals Park. New inning getting started. And now the shortstop, Miguel Rojas. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. The pitch. That one's in there. That's strike one.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
And a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Back to the top of the Miami order. Jazz Chisholm getting ready to hit. In the air, left side. That's back there. And out of here. With one swing, he quiets the crowd, and they jump out front. It's 3-2.
And with that blast, you could hear a pin drop here in the ballpark. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Now at the plate, Jorge Soler. And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and fires. Just a slow ground ball this time. Gets it to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Designated hitter, Garrett Cooper.
And the batter now, Garrett Cooper. Slapped foul. Still only one out here in the inning. The next offering misses. 1-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Next offering is in for a strike. One down, base is empty. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. Bangs off the wall. Escobar relay to second, tag, and he's safe. It's a hustle double.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Now here is Avisail Garcia. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a ball. The Nationals have some action going in the pen. Austin Voth up and throwing. Machado warming up as well. Kicks and deals. And that one a little bit high.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Runner leads away at second.
That's out.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And there's ball 4.
The center fielder.
And now for the Marlins, Jesus Sanchez.
Sanchez.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Cooper over at second. Garcia over at first with 1 away. And it's 1-1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
2 on, 1 out. And that's outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And here it comes.
That's
Good
ball
eye
3.
right there.
Down at 3-1.
And now a full count.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Nationals pen. Patrick Corbin is done, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. On to pitch now for the Nationals, Austin Vogt. And he's on to deal with the bases loaded.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
And here's the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
First offering, and it just misses.
Ball 1, no strike.
Right-handed reliever. And now it's even up.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Here's a 1-1. There's a strike. Now a fly ball to right center. Robles under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Runner tags for home. Hernandez with a relay home. Safe at the plate. And they lead by 2.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Next to hit, Brian Anderson. 1 for 2.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
2 outs, a couple of base runners at first and second.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
Check swing. He went. Going to count 1 and 2. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Marlins 4 and the Nationals 2.
Leading up for Washington, the third baseman, Michael Trumko.
Here comes a pitch. To the right side. Aguilar collects it. The flip to the pitcher covering. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Center fielder, number 16, Victor Robles.
Here's Victor Robles. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at bat.
First offering misses the mark. Righty delivers. Just off the inside edge.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at bat strikeout.
2-0. Right field down the line, and that one slices foul. Next pitch is outside.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
The pitch. That's a strike. 3-2 now.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So the next lineup turns over, and here is Cesar Hernandez. In there, and it's 0-1.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn 2, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get 2 and end up with nothing.
Alcantara checks over to first, and he's back. The 0-1. Robles runs. Pitching for a strike. Go to second. He's safe.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and he gets into scoring position.
Robles leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Next offering misses. Now 1-2. And a pitch. That one ran inside, almost got him. Stays alive. Tying run at the plate. Got him. 2 away.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Juan Soto now. This guy has turned into a beast. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Left-hand hitter waits. That's in there, and the count is 0-2.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind.
And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Fastball right there smoked him in the leg. At least it's in the leg and not in the wrist or the hand, but it still hurts, man. You know, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release point.
And the pitch. In the dirt, blocked. To third, not in time. He's safe. It's second and third with 2 gone. Two outs. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see a visit from the pitching coach here. Just to remind him, focus on the hitter. Don't worry about anything else.
And a pitch. That one pushed foul. And the right-hander deals. Stays alive.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And that is the inning. So the Nats leave a pair. They trail it here 4-2. All set for the top of the 6th. And here is Jacob Stallings.
The catcher, Jacob Stallings.
The wind of the pitch. Just missed. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Will Harris, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
On the ground. Hernandez over to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
The batter, the shortstop,
Miguel Rojas digs in now. This one in the air, right field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. And that one's going to get into the corner. Not stopping. He's going for 3. Safe at third with a triple. His 3rd hit of the day.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it.
Chisholm at the plate and takes high there. Rojas takes his lead at third with 1 away. Next one is off the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. Next offering is fouled back. The 2-1. Just missed. And the 3-1. Swing and a ball lifted left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Runner tagging from third. The throw is offline and he's in to score. And they're up by 3.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
2 outs. Base is empty. And now here is Jorge Soler. First pitch, and he just misses.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
And the righty deals. So 2 balls and no strikes.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Count 2-1.
The wide to kick the pitch. That one fouled off. 2-2. Next offering is outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And he deals. This one hit to Franco. Throws across the diamond, and that is that. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. Marlins 5 and the Nationals 2. Welcome back, and now it's going to be Josh Bell. The Nats in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
The wind of the pitch. Misses off the plate, and that is ball 1. Left-hand batter waits. And that one missing low. And now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And 1 gone.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
And now up for Washington, Hebert Ruiz. He's already homered in this game. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Ground ball right side. Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what it was supposed to do.
Here's Lane Thomas. And the 0-1. And there's a foul ball. And 1-2.
2 strikes.
That's to third. To first. Play made. That ends the inning. And the Nationals gone in order. And the deficit remains 5-2. And welcome back. We go to the top of the 7th. And now here's the Marlins DH, Garrett Cooper.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
Voth back to work. Check swing, but he went too far. And that's strike 1. The pitch. Ball 1 there. Righty to the plate. swing and a miss.
Count is
1-2. Nice grab.
Now batting, right fielder, Avisail Garcia.
Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Avisail Garcia. Ripped into right field, base hit.
The center fielder.
And now the center fielder, Jesus Sanchez. First pitch just misses. Garcia, the base runner at first with 1 out. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Robles gliding back, hauls it in for the out.
The first baseman, number 99, Jesus Aguilar.
Jesus Aguilar will hit next. Voth with a move to first, and he's back in easily. Next pitch downstairs, and it's 1-0. And a foul ball.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
The 1-1. And another ball. On the ground to short. Fires across the diamond. And that is that. Marlins lead 1. And it remains 5-2. Bottom of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Alcides Escobar.
For Washington, the shortstop, Alcides.
And a pitch.
Escobar.
That's a slider for a strike. Action in the pen down there. Anthony Bender up and loosening in the pen. Bass getting cranked up as well. Next offering is in for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Next pitch misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough. And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
Franco in the box again, takes a strike. The 0-1. Ground ball could be 2. To second, there's 1. On to first, and Aguilar, it's a double play.
Now batting, center fielder, Victor Robles.
Victor Robles digging in for the Nationals. And the first pitch misses for ball one. That one found hard the other way. And misses inside. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Next one in the dirt. The pitch. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball four.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Cesar Hernandez stands in with two away as he takes a ball. Robles off of first with two away. Alcantara over to first. Robles dives back in. Next offering is in for a strike. Runner on the go. Pitch outside. Throw to second and great jump. Two outs and one in scoring position. Next offering is down low. 3-1 now. Man on second, two down. That one ripped. That's back. Hauls it in on the warning track. Nationals leave one. They trail at 5-2. Back here at the ballpark, we go to the eighth, and at the plate for Miami, Brian Anderson.
Third baseman, Brian Anderson.
A wind and a pitch. That clips the corner. The 0-1. And that's downstairs and outside. Swing and a miss. Right-handed reliever. Chopped to third. And he picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket. Right-hander kicks, deals. On the ground, right side. There's Hernandez handling the chance. Throws to first. One up, one down.
The batter, the catcher, Jacob Stallings.
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Jacob Stallings. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. First offering misses the mark.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their number one job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
Two outs, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
Ball that way.
Next one misses. Now 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
And here it comes. There's a strike. Two down, nobody on. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And the Marlins down quietly. They're still out in front 5-2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Anthony Bender. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise. And now it's Juan Soto.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good. Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
There's a swing and a drive. Out of here! Juan Soto goes deep. That's his 99th career homer. And they slice into the lead. It's 5-3.
Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
Next for the Nationals is the DH, Nelson Cruz.
Up next for Washington.
In there for strike one.
Cruz.
Line drive. That's a base hit out of the left center field. We all saw it was hit hard, but how hard was it, Singy? StatCast is here with the answer.
Yeah, Boog, it says the exit velo was 113 miles per hour, and it looked every bit of it, didn't it? I mean, just an impressive swing of the bat, and clearly he saw it out of the pitcher's hand no problem.
And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. This one's got a chance. Makes the catch, crashing into the wall.
Excellent play out there, and he does it in a huge spot. That wall, it can very easily jar the ball loose when you bang into it, so that could have been a really different outcome.
Now it's going to be Hebert Ruiz.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
The tying run at the plate. Pitch misses there. Ball 2.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side, or the fans better look out in the stands.
That's out to center field. Makes the catch, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Nationals. No left field.
And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Lane Thomas. Thomas tries to hold up, appeal to first, and that's a swing according to umpire Matthew Ross. And the 0-2.
1 ball.
Cruz off of first with 2 away. Swings and misses, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time today. 1 in the inning for the Nationals on the solo homer. It's now 5-3. And now Will Harris into the game, and he'll do his best to keep this close.
Number 36, Will Harris.
Back here in Nationals Park. All set to start the ninth in this one. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Jazz Chisholm. And a pitch.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Next offering is down low. This one in the air, center field. Robles has this one sized up, and there's one away. Jorge Soler, the next up for the Marlins. In there, and it's 0-1. Activity in the Washington bullpen. Patrick Murphy, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Here comes a pitch. Fouled off down the right side. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Righty delivers. And down on strikes he goes. 2 away.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Garrett Cooper, the next to hit. That one's in there, 0-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he waves at that one.
For a guy that's been swinging the bat well all game long, that was a pretty ugly swing right there. I'm sure he'll tighten it up on this next pitch.
Kicks and deals. Stays alive. The pitch. Turned on, but foul wide of third. On the ground, right side. It's through for a hit. And Avisail Garcia with a chance to make an impact with 2 away.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now it's the right fielder, Avisail Garcia. And Garcia gets a piece. You'll one. Good eye right there.
Look out, 1-1.
At the belt and fires. And that one fouled off. The next offering misses, and the count is even 2-2. And that's outside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
3-2 now. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And a payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
So digging in, Jesus Sanchez.
Looking for some insurance, or as our friends down in the South would say,
insurance.
No matter how you say it, we know what you mean.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And the right-hander deals. That just misses. And it's a ball and a strike. First and second, 2 down. So now 1 and 2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That's the 3rd out. Bottom part of the order. 7-8-9. 2 up in inning number 9. Marlins 5 and the Nationals 3. So the Marlins go with a new arm, Dylan Floro. And he'll work on holding this lead. Back in Washington, D.C. And now the shortstop, Alcides Escobar.
For Washington, the shortstop, Alcides
And a pitch.
Escobar.
That's in for a strike. Fastball in the corner at the knees, and it's a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 1 down.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Franco in the box now. No balls and a strike. The pitch. And it's fouled away. That one drifts inside. The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And he deals. Stays alive. And a pitch. And a foul ball.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Here's the center fielder, Victor Robles.
You got the number 9 hole hitter right here, looking to do whatever he can to get on base, turn this lineup over so the best hitters in this lineup have a chance to tie up the ball game or maybe even walk it off.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Next offering misses, And now 3-0. And he walked him.
Well, this came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
So the batting order turns over. And now Cesar Hernandez. And that bunted towards first. Steps on first for the out.
Next to the right fielder, Juan Soto.
Big spot here, bottom of the ninth, down to their final out. Next to hit for the Nats, Juan Soto, as the Nationals are down to their final out. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically. These home fans, they are making a lot of noise, putting pressure on that pitcher out there.
And that one almost got him. And the next pitch is way outside.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
The count 2-1. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Two now. And that's down and away. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the ninth. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
So now with one swing, this guy can end it, and that'll load the bases.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Coming in to run for the Nats, Andrew Stevenson. Up now for Washington, Nelson Cruz.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
In there for strike one.
Some guys are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Stays alive. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Nationals, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours exactly. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.